Now you're live.
Still connecting to chat.
There you go.
Okay. When did she even say this?
Question. There you are.
Look like Einstein. Are you still there? She's probably gone.
She gotta be gone. She said 2:22:09, 22:14. That was 20 minutes ago.
20 minutes.
She was there and gone.
Alright. I appreciate the checkout, Squidly. Okay, contradiction. Yeah, he didn't. I know it's because he didn't find the body with us. We found the body.
Can I make a suggestion?
Fine, what's the suggestion?
Magazine shelf.
Great.
Scan the magazine shelf, and then so first what you said. That's the one thing I want you to say.
I can tell you exactly what I found when Ogre's body was.
And I can tell you it was only after I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out,
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Wait a minute.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
and I can tell you when I found it was only after I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I don't know what the timer about.
You just die.
Exactly
Or you take health damage, probably. Either you die or health damage, one
when
of the two.
Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying
When I
message.
tell you,
It
I'm
was
just gonna
only
off myself
after
right
the
here.
investigation had begun.
How's that
I
sound?
found the magazine tucked away on the
Right.
magazine
Finish the trial. And that's what happened to this trial. Hey.
Like, I'm...
words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when I found the dying
There's your
message.
voltage come up and
When
then shoot
Ogre's
it.
body was discovered.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, right. Oh,
I mean, the moment you say that, then, like, you're already giving me the answer. That's why I'm like, I
When
don't want your
Sakura's
help.
body was found,
what not
the
fit?
magazine was sitting on the shelf
Well, the
nearby.
moment you're like, oh, well, if you skip, like, it's only going to be a combination of a certain thing. So I'm like, the moment you're like, oh, absorb this, and it's like, it can't be anything Kyoko said. She only says one thing, it's gonna have to be what she said. That's why I'm like, I don't want any help. So that's why it was, oh.
That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then.
How was it?
Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Why is this nigga lying to me?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it?
Because someone's dead.
All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
Why don't you just give me the
I don't even know
answer?
where to begin with that one. He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Bingo, bango.
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Nigga, you just lied to me 5 seconds ago. Got a doubt? I absolutely do though. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Why are we back here again? Okay. Fuck.
Dude, this
Show
early?
me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right.
Why is my health? Oh, I was like, why is my health like that?
I'm at least 30% right.
Oh. Yeah, it's based off of like how much health you have. So already coming in. Oh.
I refuse to give up yet.
No, I actually do want to give up.
Stop it, babe.
The game gets very. I see why. I was watching Berlizzi play it, and I could never understand why he got so angry. But like, actually, when playing the game,
Show
it
me
was
the
agitating.
proof. I'm at least 30% right. The
That was a
occultist
video
bull
game
crap.
that was a
Show
lot.
me the proof.
Like, he's just talking, and I'm like, this is like Fear Rhythm Heaven? Or like an actual fucking beat?
The end is nigh! Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occultist bullcrap. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occultist
Did he do
bullcrap.
that?
The end is nigh!
I don't know how he
Can't
got
hear you!
it.
Conspiracy! The end is nigh! Can't hear you! Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occultist bullcrap. Show me the proof. Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
That's like the hardest part. It's because like it's actual bullshit. It's probably easier like on the
I'm
easy mode.
convinced
Yeah.
that Sakura wrote that dying message. Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah.
Then who did write it?
It's probably this
Hiro
guy.
could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
You're admitting to killing her?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there,
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple other people to meet as well.
Okay.
Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy.
Oh, sure. Thanks.
and that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that.
I feel like something like that.
Once it was over,
Wouldn't
I
kill
pulled
her.
myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain. And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
What?
I got it! That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it? By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh. Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf.
Motherfucker, it was you.
In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine,
Probably saw the message.
they must not have liked what was written on it.
Toko, what are you talking about?
I got it! It had to be Toko, right?
Don't play coy with me, bitch.
Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room? Why would I have... Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hero just admitted it.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it
know
should
more
become
about it.
clear he's not
Anthony
Sakura's
obvious,
killer.
right?
Boy.
You only hit it once with the hit.
What do you want me to do?
Just tell us
Not
what happened
this.
one more time.
No,
You
I mean,
attacked
like-
Sakura.
She's 2-1 from the head, and you only hit her once.
Here, you know the toy. I wish you had the case. I have to go to the play-by-play. I have to prove that.
Yeah. The bullets should be the 2-1 from the head, right? Make your argument.
That's after
Jesus
this one.
Christ. Kyoko examination summary. Shadow of Sakura's body is one of those two.
didn't want to, but
Two
I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby. And I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered. And she went limp.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hero really is the killer.
Okay. That was... doesn't end there. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to auto that.
I didn't want
Okay.
to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
That.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
No, it's wrong.
Oh, that's wrong.
If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
I wonder how much...
Two?
When you get 2 head wounds, you don't, unless you're really good at expert, you won't hit the exactly same spot.
But like, what does a head wound even look like? When you hit someone with a bottle, like, what does it look like?
A lump.
That's right.
And then John from hitting the head,
on
somebody
her head.
hit with a bottle that's shattered, that's not enough to kill somebody, honestly. Especially someone like her.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very
A pawn,
suspicious
a
about those
rook,
bottles.
a bishop, a king, the queen.
Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
Monokuma bottles feel like it's starting to become clear. We're some chess players with my high school DxD fans. That connection must be. Please just give me. Just give me the. Oh, okay. Oh, this better be chess. Fuck. Oh, chess piece, chess piece.
Oh, you gotta hit the one.
Oh,
order. That's so dumb.
You gotta hit in order.
Why is one green and yellow one?
It shows how close to breaking it is. Something like that.
Oh, the F. Oh, the F. Yeah.
That became crazy. Sucks for the people that can't spell I before E except after C.
That ain't me.
Now I understand.
Get my drink, brother.
Sit down the campus.
That's it. The chess
You drink, I'll
pieces.
drink.
Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found
Ooh,
was
good. Oh,
the knight, if I remember.
yep.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain.
Please do.
In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn.
That's for my no game, no life
What was
girlies
left
as well.
intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn.
Then
Just
he
those
wrote in the
4.
chat.
We must check.
And on the
Right,
ground
we got
was the knight.
thing.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
I'm waiting for it to rebuttal so we can show the
What
bubble
does
weight.
chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case.
I was waiting for you to say that.
That bottle could have disappeared at any
Oh.
time after the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle
Wait,
is
I was
connected
like,
to
why
this
did
case.
I freaking light here?
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
Wait, then the missing bottle.
I got it!
It said it wasn't
The
exciting? I
bottle must have been
It was excited.
think it's what when the choice.
What makes you so sure?
because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Please don't ask me. Just please.
No, they're gonna
That's right.
actually.
We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
Nice. That one. Oh, the.
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment.
Why are you so
We
hot?
compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles.
Now I realize the final kind of reminiscent of
And
technical.
what we found was that the collection of pieces
Is it
was
sticky?
heavy. And
No.
the reason for
You
that
didn't know
is
it?
I just want to be young.
there was
Yeah, go
actually
two,
more than
babe.
one bottle's worth of shattered
2
glass.
and 3.
That's the
Right, Brody?
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces. Which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
Like we know that about the same amount of cool bottles involved in this case must have been used by the second attacker. Some glowing
The bottle that was removed from the scene
Why would
was
you
used
have a
the
house, baby?
second
You didn't
time
have to
Sakura
go
was
home.
attacked.
I think some on
Second
hard
wound
though.
on Sakura's head came from that second
Oh,
bottle.
you want me?
Given all the evidence,
Sorry.
this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
You do?
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
Yeah. You
Pretty
did?
soon, Ogre showed up. And she went into
Oh,
the rec
you
room.
was she was in the
I assumed Toko
Think
was
about
still
that.
in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with
Right.
us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Mind you, he's 21.
Someone tighten the screws on his brain. I think they've come loose.
Everyone else is younger than him.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
I have an answer
You
for that.
don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
What? Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Why are you all ganging up on me?
You're all nothing but Varmin! No, it's not ridiculous at all. Please just let me definitely prove that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room. I don't want to. Come on. I knew. Fuck me! What? Too far. You've probably been pressing the Y button during your final try without a second thought, but from you're gonna have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Choose the proper truth bullet to use during your coup de grace. Select it the same way as during the non-stop debate. Simply press the LB button. Also, if your logic is set to kind, we're going to pretend you're set to mean or regardless just this once, okay? Halfway through the game now. Go you! Ugh. I actually killed him. What do they want me to do?
You hit the you're not supposed to look.
I admit
nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing.
Pleasantly easier without
Curse you.
with music and her talking.
I curse you. It's a lie. That's enough. It's a lie. I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no. It's enough. I admit nothing. I curse you. It's a lie!
Who are you telling, brother? Like, I'm trying to remember if they actually better it in the second game.
I refuse to give up yet.
Cause I'm like, with this bitch talking all the fucking time and there's
I'm
no
not-
actual beats, it's kind of just like, okay, now let me actually like listen to what you just said. You probably been pressing the Y button. Oh, okay. But from you're gonna have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow, and then you have to choose the proper truth bullet. Oh, okay.
That's what I said. You already knew. So you said LB and 2 yard bullets.
Oh, I didn't. I wasn't paying attention.
I just realized the Judas.
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no!
This is because you remain with music is down. So
I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie! That's enough! It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No, no, no! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. It's a lie! It's a lie! I admit nothing! I hate you! I curse you! No, no, no! It's enough! I admit nothing! I curse you! I curse you!
I'm just annoyed with it.
I refuse to give up yet.
That's the bad part of me.
Yeah, like it's. You say turn up the music?
Well, no, I'm saying like, can you?
Definitely.
I think it's deafened the back her voice, her voice volume.
It's better be.
Oh, this is probably part of the music.
It's a lie! No, no, no!
Fuck.
You.
She got a lot though, I ain't gonna lie.
Huh?
She got a lot though, I ain't gonna lie.
You see a lot.
A lot of health. I think I can. Oh. I forgot I can do that. Whatever I'm doing right now.
That one.
This should prove it.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. I was making it hard for myself, honestly. There was a thing where like I could do like my tempo up or something. I just didn't read about it. Like I definitely needed it just then. So much fun. Did you know someone left the handprints behind on the inside of the locker?
They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
It's also kind of just like, I feel like the music is just loud within itself. Like,
Yeah, the background music is low.
It doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Damn. Oh, so no.
She just straight up admitted it.
Surprise.
Then you killed Sakura!
Lord have mercy.
No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Wow.
Straight up again.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on. So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura? After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me. When I saw all that blood, I fainted right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Her? Me and...
Guess who's back?
I love
It
this.
was your fault after all.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Oh, that's her
Go
plan.
away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Cause normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack no problem!
Sure.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
Shut up.
That's good. Keep talking like that, and Hina's gonna.
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
Huh? I thought for sure you'd have some words for Hero on that one.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone. We're ready to vote, right? Let's do
No.
this.
Wait for you to vote for that.
Not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd. Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
Wasn't?
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed Sakura is. Don't. Thank you. I was like, don't fucking ask me that. But...
I have no clue what he's talking about. Up here, hold on, wait.
Peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
Why does she?
Okay. The main problem here is you killed the second it's yeah. The second attack from Toko really was the killing blow.
I was just sleeping peacefully.
So which one is that? Hold on.
What's one of the choices?
Oh, I need the is it that she where she was found dead.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Sakura, I remember waking up.
You were taken by surprise. So you smashed her.
You got it!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
Genocide Jack.
Thank you, Genocide Jack. I appreciate it.
I was just sleeping, and all of a sudden, I remember waking up.
You were taken by surprise. So you smashed her.
You got it!
And where did the attack take
Brody.
place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
Whoop! My dumbass.
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden,
Red?
Sakura was right there in front of
Is
me.
it Warren?
I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
You were taken
Yes,
by
please.
surprise
You
when
gotta wrap it in
smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
Oh, Warren!
Cowlet.
Good!
Huh?
And where did the attack take place?
You gotta wrap it in like a warm towelette.
I killed her there in front of the shelf.
You just wrap it.
No, it's wrong.
Oh, with the paper towel, yeah. Wet it and then wrap it. Hopefully it will retain some
Found
moisture.
Sakura sitting upright in a chair.
You let it damp it.
I say damp it. And you're dropping that out just because.
If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's
Yeah.
no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
That has to be it.
Wait, I missed it. What happened?
That she was attacked in front of the magazine shelf is dead.
Blood. Yeah.
Yeah. So what they were saying is that,
Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf.
there you go.
The blood stained by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right?
Oh, you're dead.
Yeah, no.
All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors.
Fair enough.
There's no way I can move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But
Plus, The biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
What? So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door?
What?
While everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
Toko was hiding in the locker. There's no reason there was Toko. She wasn't hiding in the locker because, bless you,
Thank you.
you saw it for yourself when we looked inside the room.
Yeah.
Even
Door's
before
already
we
open.
opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open.
Is there a knife in
So
there?
obviously Toko
thank you.
couldn't have been hiding in there.
Further.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How did you not know? You killed her!
Brody! I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No,
Huh?
she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
We really be missing something so important. There's another possible explanation. Maybe it's. Hold on, y'all. I'm cutting some Outback bread.
You're welcome.
Thanks to my boots. Get out my face. Lord. I'm looking for.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then
Those
what was
choices?
it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura?
This
I
thing.
can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Great.
What are other choices?
There's only two choices.
What? I didn't see one. The yellow powder?
I thought it was yellow powder. I think there must be a contradiction.
What was it that killed
I have the
Ogre?
examine. Hold on. I have the Monokuma file. Oh, the violent vomiting.
If
That
it
was.
wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the...
No, that's wrong.
The vomiting blood.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I
That's
think
also,
we
like-
can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean... Maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
What do you
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Section A.
I got it! The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
I couldn't believe my eyes. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Master!
We were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we can do is stand there and watch. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was as calm as ever.
That tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Kyoto took the ball from Byakuya and scraped out with the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Huh?
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder. Which would mean that conversely, the poison must have been... Could it be? No. Tumblr? Fuck! Fuck!
What? Fucking game.
Fuck!
Nope.
You're like, why did I open that, huh?
Protein drink.
You got it.
Bitch! Why the arm still? It's gonna be used for at least like do something, brother. Oh, no, really. That's not hurt. Bitch. Okay.
Now I
Like,
understand.
nigga, what? Tumbler bottle? Brody?
The poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Don't
Evidence
ask me.
revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
There you go. Yeah.
Where's the...
I got it! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no
Leve.
doubt that they're connected.
They fuck alone.
What's more, the footprints
What is
were
that,
in
French?
front of section A, where I found the
Yeah.
bottle meant for the poison.
Go away.
That's the country you're
The
from?
culprit must have gone to section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem.
Get rid of me, son.
All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
Yeah?
The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
Footprints must be. Makoto, are they yours? No! Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility. Just Hina. Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once. And then...
Hold it! I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism. But there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Well... that doesn't matter! Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
That was... I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina.
First guess
Start
was
from
right.
the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that,
Cody.
I took the protein can
Fall
that had the
asleep?
poison in it and left the room.
You want to the trial and go
But
to
I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to section C to get the poison. Then moved to section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from section C to section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
Go on the back.
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
How long? Until we figure it out. Until I uncover the full truth of this case. Y'all didn't fall asleep.
You already know what it is, right? Go quick through the column.
First, I went to section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from section C to section A. And that's where I switched the powders. Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in section A. Then I took the bottle with the poison in it and left the chem lab. That's all there is to it.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this?
Not much longer because I wasn't listening to a word they said.
Come on, dude. You got this.
No, like I need a nap entire.
First, I went to section C.
Section C.
That's when I grabbed the poison.
You're okay.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from section C
Good now.
to section A. And that's where I switched the
You have the
powders.
shoe button.
Once I was done switching them,
Yellow powder, please.
I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back
Yellow
in
powder,
section
please.
A. Then I took the bottle
Hello?
with the poison
I'm
in
telling you,
it
any type of help that I receive from
and
you, I'm not
left
going
the
to
chem
listen.
lab. That's all there is to it.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate
So I said, let me take my nap.
Okay, I want you to get done the trial, but
I know you want to get it done.
so we gonna do. You can't save it, can you?
First, I went to section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
I was wrong. Keep going. Both of the powder. Footprints in the powder.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from section C to section A. And that's where I switched the powders. Once I was done switching them...
No.
I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in section A. Then I took the bottle with the poison in it and left the chem lab.
Okay,
That's
hold
all
on.
there is.
Honestly, that's enough.
No,
How much
no,
longer
no,
must
no,
we
no.
talk?
Yeah.
First I went to that's when I grabbed the...
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground and...
Yeah. When I grabbed...
Okay, and then?
I moved from section C to...
No,
What?
it's wrong.
Oh, there's this
There's only footprints in section A.
one. Right.
You said you went to get the poison from section C, and that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from section C to section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from section C to section A. That contradicts what you just said.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was just so nervous. So I didn't notice I left the footprints.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well...
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to section A. So you never went to section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved section A.
Well... You see...
What the? What the hell? What's going on here?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
What?
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Ooh, I like this. This part.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this.
Huh? A piece of
It had
glass?
sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then.
I like that she's making him fuck
Why
her.
don't you explain it?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
I don't understand it at all. What are you talking about? It's a light blue. Rec room window?
It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
You do that. The window is blue?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke? Where was the bottle of poison?
Okay.
shoot,
Oh, yeah.
what's
Shut up,
strange,
you know it's cool.
I got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast.
Way too fast.
I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
Oh, it's yeah, proof, y'all. Proof. I already said it. It was on top of the thing. I'm just waiting for them to stop talking. Because if there's evidence, it's proof that someone brought the protein can so after it was open. Yes, it was on top of the glass, brother. Come on, Crody. Let's wrap this up.
You almost got those.
Doesn't feel like it.
Oh, wait, you
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be.
It was in there before.
No, that's wrong.
So far from you.
Oh.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it...
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
If that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already! Sorry. Please, tell us.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
What did you think, Makoto?
The one who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room, it had to have been...
I got it! I think it was...
Oh. Sakura herself.
So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying!
You stop lying.
Why would you lie like that?
I could ask you the same question, bitch. Definitely went to section C because of... I have to get Hina to admit that. Just give me the yellow powder, bro. Oh, don't...
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! Just let it end already! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! Just let it end already! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! I'm telling you, I did it! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! Just let it end already!
Just give me the yellow powder, bruh. Give me the yellow...
Do you have any kind of proof, Sakura?
Yes, bitch. Could you imagine what's wrong one?
Hina,
Oh, bitch.
did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
There it is. That's my boo. That's my Crody.
It did. The same yellow powder that had been
my
spilled by
wall.
the shelf in the chem
Yes.
lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing. Which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
The one that killed Sakura. Connection between Sakura and the poison, the unsolved mystery of the locked room. There's only one way to explain it. Where is she?
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
You're right.
Ah!
I'm telling you, you were right like 90% of the time. When anyone was dying or dead, you were right.
Oh, it wants to make sense. I love it, Monokuma.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really
That
think
jacket
about
is
it,
pretty cool.
everything
That
matches
hoodie and
up.
jacket combo. It's kinda
Sakura
cool.
went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Don't give me my health bar. Because of course...
We're also forced to go out there.
The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything, and Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else. But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room...
I got everyone. Ah, okay. Oh, so she's dead, huh? Sakura's been killed. I see.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is! Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
Alright. And one other person, that's Kuya. I think it was crazy. So got to the rec room and hid somewhere in the locker. Candy. Die, bitch. Wasn't the moniker well up? Yeah. What did Hiro do to try to cover the murder he thought he committed? Toko was in the lock. At that point, Toko was in the locker. Okay, it was going and coming out, so then get that one. Yeah, because she's like peeking out there. Okay. What did she do with the magazine then at the dime? Doesn't even remember. What actually killed Sakura came from the Kid Lab, right? Going in Sakura's body was somewhere around.
Hand right there.
Which one is this?
No, back. That. Oh, she needs a Kim bottle. Oh yeah, you are. Probably someone pocketing that bottle right there. Wow.
What was oh the sushi for?
The killer is you! This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others, Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else, and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room.
I can go through a minute.
next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toka. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura. And she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground.
Oops.
Oh,
Snatched the bottle. Am I right at the end? Okay. Also, they switched with a bottle of poison.
so it had to be one with the bottle of poison. Oh,
I
no.
guess we're taking it out?
That's what I'm saying.
The killer is you! And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground.
Okay.
And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves. In an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort was you, Hina. That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Lord. Ooh.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote! So, who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
How do you go on top? This one, the second one, honestly.
I'm not sure if top, but improve.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire existence!
Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to life, you would have died along with the rest of us. And yet you, why did you do that?
What do you mean?
Yeah. Oh no, hold on. We almost died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted.
What?
I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why
You should have been the one to die.
I couldn't let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't know how mean. You're gonna take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes.
What?
For serious? That's...
What is this?
You still don't understand? Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this.
Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. But that's...
I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note.
Suicide note?
Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her and...
Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me, I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me,
I can't forgive this!
my closest friend got hurt. Sakura. Because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility.
Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't! Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I just want to talk to them. Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you... Please don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
They're friends.
Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet...
Why?
And yet... You trampled all over her feeling. Oh. You see this bug?
Sorry, up in your finger there. He was like, oh, give me a rat? No. Okay, that was weird again.
And then you did the unthinkable. No, that was just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you. And you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her.
I won't forgive you.
Do you have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you pushed her.
Huh?
Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
Oh, you came. Wait right here, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
I'm so glad I got to meet you. Well, what's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
Ooh, I didn't like you scattered across the floor like that.
What?
You did not just see there's a bug that just scattered across over there. He in the corner now.
Could I ask you to? Yeah, you got it. Just hang on, I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she'd asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder. And that's when I realized. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. But by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura!
Please.
Open the door!
Why?
Open the door.
Why?
Why did she have to die? I hate that like sometimes they have them speak, but not all the time.
Probably couldn't pay for all the full voice line.
I guess. She had weaknesses just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her and I suffered for it. And that just added to the weight she had to carry. I didn't even realize it. Hina. We killed her. All of us. Now don't put Kyoko in this. Kyoko ain't do shit.
That's the problem. She didn't do anything. That's basically what she's saying.
We pushed her into a corner and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. Bitch, you can die. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets, but even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt right now. I mean, right when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but it's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I second that. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking. Cause her and me...
In other words...
Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
Indeed.
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious? A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. But what? But Hina already... I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
True.
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room. What? Then... you lied to me?
Unbelievable.
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Well now.
I can't help if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. I didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process, okay? And scene. Cut.
And?
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey!
But, you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
Hold on.
And isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, jeez, talk about a buzzkill. Alright, here we go. Ahem. My good friend... My good friend Hina. There's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
Okay, you just like.
Okay. So I'm like...
What you doing?
I'm looking for the...
No, that's all she said. No.
Oh, okay. It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
The mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
What the fuck? You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for over 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch. So even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan had changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, to wait until we reach another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
That's how I came to feel. So that's why Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret.
Oh.
I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic? Or just moronic?
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make
So
on me.
this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me. Which is exactly what the Mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The Mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate to someone murdering someone.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get the situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I decided to do as the Mastermind has commanded.
Give us her arm or something.
Hmm?
I don't know why we directed suicide. I don't know why you just give us an arm. Or a leg. Something.
I will do as I was told and commit
But
murder.
I've decided the one I'm going to kill is... myself.
If the Mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of those love you have safe. You will have to kill anymore. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I am willing to give up my
If it
life.
could save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I've never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then, Sakura. Didn't feel cornered? She didn't die hating us?
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting? To protect Dodgeball? To protect us?
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite of that. She was strong. Too strong. I'm gonna pause it right here.
What?
What do you mean
You can't save it.
It's like, yeah.
Oh, good. Never mind.
I can save in the middle of a...
You didn't save.
Yeah, then.
You sure? Gee,
Yeah.
I don't think you did. Just double check. Okay.
Yeah, y'all. I can't stay awake for this. We got a lot to cover with that. First time chat, think well. Hello.
Oh, go with that.
I don't know, but maybe I'll be back in like an hour or something. I don't know, but I'm tired. I'll see y'all later. Golden Thief out.